longer. We're outside more, we do more, we go places. It doesn't get dark at 5 o'clock, so we're just more active.
And that makes sense, right? Maybe an ice cream stop on the way home. Sun hasn't gone down yet.
That's right. That's right.
Something like that. All right, some good advice on ways to save up maybe for this season or maybe recover after the summer. What are you thinking?
Well, like I always say, everything begins with good planning. So think ahead, whatever you're going to do, think about it. So one thing that folks can do is pack their meals. What do I mean by that? That means, take food with you. It costs a lot of money to eat out.
Sure.
If you're out all day long, doing things and you don't get home right away, it's tempting to stop at a restaurant, have a meal. If you have the whole family, it can get to be quite expensive. So during the day, pack a meal, take a sandwich, take snacks. Even if you go to work, take your food to work. You can eat actually healthier and cheaper by doing it that way.
Boy, I found that out the hard way for a long time, right? Eating out. Another one is AC bill. That's something I know a lot of people are, especially during high temperatures like we're supposed to get this week in the 90s. That's a tough call.
Well, we're gone a lot during the day, typically. Most folks are working, so when you're gone, turn the AC down. Get a programmable thermostat. That might be a good idea. In the evening, when it cools off, we're fortunate here in New Mexico that we tend to cool off somewhat in the evening. Open the windows. If all else fails, go outside and get the garden hose out and spray each other down. That might cool you down for a little bit. It might actually be a lot of fun, and that's cheap too.
Makes sense. What about a wise vacation? What do you suggest?
Well, again, plan ahead. Think about where you're going. Maybe travel off season before June 20th and say late August and September. Tends to be a little bit off peak. Also think about places you can stay that have either a kitchenette or offer breakfast in the morning. Just think ahead where you can go that can actually save a little bit of money along the way.
Wrap those costs into one bill versus maybe spending two.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's up to it. So the main thread that I hear when you're saying these things is planning, and that does take some forethought. It also takes some commitment to maybe once a week sitting down and saying, how are we going to do the next week?
Well, planning. When we go shopping, for example. I don't know about you, but I've bought a few things on impulse.
Sure.
I think all of us do, but if we can make a list of the things that we need, we're less likely to buy on an impulse. We have more control over our money.
You have any other ideas and tips for the summer months?
Well, think ahead, plan your spending, figure out what you can do, where you're spending that money at. Keep a list. I have a great tool on my website for planning at SuttleFinancialGroup.com. But look ahead, look at where you're spending, look at how you can offset those costs. Another big tip this weekend is New Mexico tax holiday. So for those looking to buy school supplies, computers, all that sort of thing, this is a good time to do it. This weekend, August 7th to 9th, is tax holiday for New Mexico.
Now, that may only save a few bucks in the long run, right? But that's an important savings.
Well, depending what you're buying,
sure, yeah.
It can save quite a bit. But again, it goes back to planning. All of this is all based on planning, and nobody likes to plan, right? We just like to go do what we want to do. But if we really are serious about wanting to save, then we must do some pre-thinking.
It's amazing what $1 or $2 saved over the course of a number of months or years might do too.
That's right. That's right.
All right, Mike Suttle with Suttle Financial. We're glad that you're here this morning and some good ideas as we are kind of right in the middle of, I guess it's the dog days of summer, isn't it? We're wrapping things up here soon. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Thank you.